Hey, what is going on, guys? You guys already know what this week is. It is fight week. We have UFC 312 happening this Saturday, and we have to get straight into the predictions. So let's check out the card and see if this card is any better than the last two we had to start off this year. I think it's been two so far. If I'm not mistaken, it's only been two. And they both haven't been that great. The first one actually could have been pretty good if it didn't have that kind of switch up in fights for the main event. But let's see if this card maybe gets a little better for 2020, 2025. Let's see. We have DDP versus Strickland 2, Saturday, February 8th, 10 p.m. Eastern in Australia. I'm not sure what that time difference is over there. Isn't it going to be like morning or something for them? I'm not sure. This is the main card. We'll get into that later. Early prelims, nothing I'm really seeing. Nothing crazy, nothing sticking out. Prelims, nothing as well, if I'm being honest. So let's just get straight into the main card. We have Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. I think I've seen this dude fight maybe once. I don't really remember. Was this UFC 300? I think this fight was. He actually lost. But that fight was good, I'm pretty sure. I think he got like fight of the night or something. I'm pretty sure that was UFC 300. Maybe I'll have him winning this night because I'm not sure who Jake Matthews is. Australian. Is he coming? He is coming off of a win. He has some fights. I don't know why I've never seen him. Maybe I've seen this fight. I don't know. I know Brady, but I don't know Matthews. Jimmy, I feel like is a familiar name. Francisco, I'm gonna give round 2 knockout. Crazy? I don't know. I don't really know these guys. This card is not looking too good, if I'm being honest. Doesn't look like we're getting a good card for 2020-25 yet until next month, maybe. I don't really know what the lineup is, but I don't know what the lineup is for future fight cards, but this one isn't looking that good. This guy looks like he takes a lot of losses. Maybe I'm just looking at these right now. Looks like he needs this one to not get his contract terminated. But we never won that with a fighter, so hopefully he can take this win. But it looks like he low-key kind of needs this win. Who is he going up against? He's going up against a dude that only has one fight. I've never seen that dude fight. This might have been, this was a while ago, 2020, 2023, 2 years ago. So hopefully Jimmy wins. Not too sure either of these fighters. I think I've seen Jimmy fight. I think I've seen him fight who was it? The guy that can't get Alex Pereira out of his head. Let's see who else. We have Justin Tafa, who I am a little familiar with. I've seen him fight quite a bit. I've seen him fight quite a bit. And then we have Talisan Texera, I believe is how you pronounce it. He is the favorite here. Why does this photo look very blue? Is this like an old photo, or why did they do him like that? And why is his fight history not opening? I guess he doesn't have a fight history. Is this his debut fight in the UFC? Is that what it means? It's seeming like that's what it means. Let's look at Justin Tafa. I feel like I've seen these last few fights of his. He's alright, if I do remember. Nothing really interesting or any takes about him. I guess I have him winning heavyweight. Maybe round 1 knockout would be kind of crazy. This one I'm gonna go Jimmy by split decision. Tafa by. I'm going to go Tafa by round 1 knockout. We'll make it interesting. We got to make this card seem a little more interesting than what it is, if I'm being honest. Zhang Wei Li versus Tatiana Suarez. Everyone knows Zhang Wei Li. Tatiana Suarez, though, I'm sorry, but don't think I've seen you fight. Maybe I've seen this fight. Oh, she hasn't fought since 2020-23. Siri Grasso and 2018, Esparza in 2018. These are kind of a little old. Then she got a few wins. How is she rated top 1 contender right now when she hasn't fought since 2020-23? Let's see. Okay, I don't really know a lot of these names. Not too familiar with this weight division, if I'm being honest. But she's fighting for the belt. She's actually the favorite here, which is kind of crazy because Zhang Weili has been a little more active. Maybe not. But she's been winning a little more consistently. I don't know. I'm gonna go Zhang Weili. Uh, Zhang Weili unanimous decision. If not, I think maybe Tatiana. Dang, Tatiana is 11-0. Does she have knockout power? If she can knock Zhang Weili out, then maybe okay. So she's pretty good with submissions. Oh, okay. So she can work a submission and maybe get a KO. I'm not sure. She looks like she can maybe end the fight early. Maybe. Well, I guess we'll see. Camera's a little wonky. All right, let's get into the main card. Let's keep this predictions nice, short, and sweet because this card is a little not that good. We have Sean, the unhinged Uncle Strickland versus DDP, the drunk uncle. Let's see. Sean Strickland, we already kind of know his record. He had that Costa fight, lost to DDP. Very kind of close fight, split decision, a loss. Some might argue that he won that fight, but yeah, they are fighting again. I think Hamza is also in the talks to fight the winner of this, I believe. But yeah, we have DDP as well coming off of a win with Adesanya. Adesanya is not looking too great right now. Don't know what's going on with him, but hopefully Adesanya can get some wins back under his belt. Yeah, so the last fight, if I'm not mistaken, it was kind of the argument between volume versus power, I guess. DDP was throwing a little less punches, but his punches had a little more behind them. Sean Strickland was throwing a little more volume, but didn't have that kind of same damage as DDP's punches did have. But if I'm not mistaken, I might have thought Sean Strickland won before, like, hearing the judges' card and calling of the fight. But after it and seeing a little more highlights and everything from the fight, then I could understand how this was a quite closer fight than I thought it really was. If Sean Strickland maybe puts a little more behind his punches but keeps up that same volume, he could probably win this fight by decision. I don't know if any of these two fighters are gonna knock each other out. Low-key, this is a very like kind of a very technical type of striking match between the two. And I don't know, some might say it's a little boring. Let me know what you guys think. Are technical striking fights better or worse than technical ground game work? Let me know what you guys think, or are they both the same? Because that is very interesting to hear what you guys have to think about that. I'm not sure who's gonna win this. I don't know. It was kind of close the first time. I honestly don't even know how much the winner of this really matters. If either of them are fighting Hamza next, I'm not sure if either of them are going to be able to beat him. But I feel like that fight would be a lot more interesting than these two fighting. Just like because of style difference. But I know this fight makes a little sense, and it is a little interesting. I do want to see who wins this fight, but I just don't know if either of them might beat Hamza. But for the prediction for this fight, I guess I'll go. This is so weird. Do I really? This is probably the toughest predictions I had to make so far with doing these predictions because it is very kind of close and it can go kind of really either way here. DDP is a favorite. I would have to lean maybe DDP might actually take this, has a better chance of taking this, but I know Sean be pulling off some weird stuff. I mean, they're just both very like kind of unorthodox in the way that they fight a little bit, but it is very technical, which is kind of strange to say at the same time. I don't know. I'm gonna go Sean Strickland, split decision. Is that crazy? That might be a little crazy. But yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna go with. Let me know who you guys have winning these fights down below. I do think this card isn't that great. Sorry for the fans that are in Australia that are gonna go watch this. Maybe it's a little more interesting because they have um, people from Australia and nearby. A lot of people from Australia here, so maybe it's be a little more interesting for those fans over there. But for me, I do not think this card is looking too great. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below as well. But I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe button, and comment down below your guys' thoughts and opinions about UFC 312 happening this Saturday. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to stay fresh.